Alright, so today we're going to be making some stuff in CAD for my 240. Yeah, I decided to kind of do something to the mirrors since I'm a fucking bum and I'm not going to pay like upwards to $1,000 for some fucking Ganadors. So I was like, why not make some fucking, let's say, mirror caps? I can put
What do you
lights
want me
on
to?
them, I can make them look cool, so let's do that. Went ahead and first scanned the mirror. Shout out to the boy Mario. He went ahead and scanned the mirror for me. Uh, this is in Mesh Lab. In Mesh Lab, I went ahead and chopped up the whole mirror, got it to only appear like, like a cap, so it just kind of skins over the original mirror. After that, after I'm done cleaning it up in Mesh Lab, I can cut a bunch of stuff, made it look a lot clean, as you can see. Took me a little while. In the process of cutting it all up, some open voids were found, or some little, what's the word? Damn, I don't even know the word. But I went ahead and cleaned that all up as much as I could. And afterwards, I then went ahead and hopped into Blender. MeshLab also allows you to smoothen out the basically the scan file uniformly, which is good as a whole. Whereas in Blender, you manually kind of go in and clean it up with a brush. So I kind of was in the process of hopping back and forth between the softwares. But basically, at this point, I kind of just used MeshLab to clean it up as much as I can, since it's a less complicated software. I would think it's very easy, and I just did not want to take the time to learn a whole new software and just kind of use one. So I kind of just jumped back and forth. And yeah, after that, we then hopped into Blender. So going to Blender, Blender, you can obviously manually clean up your scan files or your meshes. So that's what I did. I took each brush, and they have obviously different options. On the left, you have like a smooth, a tear, a fill option. So I just started manually filling holes, smoothing it all out to try and get as smooth as possible all around the scan. And from there, I then went back into MeshLab, and basically from MeshLab, did my final touches, smoothened it out again once more, reduced as much polygons as I can to make the file size as small as possible, since I am fucking doing all this CAD work and SolidWorks on a fucking old ass MacBook. So I had to reduce the file size as much as I could on MeshLab. Did that, cleaned it all up, got it looking as nice as I can, and then from there we moved on to SolidWorks. So yeah, SolidWorks has an amazing auto surfacing feature under its mesh modeling tab. It did the whole thing for me, got it as rendered as it could and ready to print, and fixed any open voids for me if I needed to. So it worked amazing. At that point, basically the whole surfacing was done. I was able to then convert the file to a STL file, which was then able to be printed. From there, I left it up to the fucking 3D printer to get to work, and we went ahead and did that. Sliced that thing up, sent it over to the boy because he's got a crazy ass 3D printer. Fucking shout out to Bamboo Labs, bro. I need one, but I just don't want to fucking spend the money. So got that sliced up, went ahead and had him print it out for me, printed both out, went ahead and just did the hearts, guys, and then ordered some cool ass fucking paint because I wanted them to look shiny as shit. And yeah, at first it was a bunch of prototyping, so non-stop trial and error. I went ahead and buffed them, sanded them, did all that shit, and epoxy resin them to get them as strong as possible. Went ahead with ASA, but for the most part, they came out pretty fucking sick. I went ahead and used some cool ass colors from Tropical Glitz. They did not fucking sponsor this, but I went ahead and bought them because I proceeded to see their fucking advertising. Went ahead and went with the Cosmic Black and Ultraviolet. They fucking came out sick. I love them. They're shiny as shit, and I went ahead and painted the other one Ultraviolet also. In the sun, they fucking sparkle, and they came out dope. I might do some other designs on it in the future, but other than that, these have been my budget mirror mods.